Welcome back, everybody, to our Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC first playthrough. Now, the last couple of episodes have very quickly turned into quite a lot of boss fighting. Now, will we have more of that today? I am uncertain, so let's go and find out. Now, we pick up having just defeated Commander Gaius, who had the ability to do some gravitational related things, so maybe there's some relation to Mr. Radon. Okay, so this is certainly not looking promising unless we can get a gateway over here. There's seemingly nothing. Alright, now I have many questions as to how we're gonna get over to these ruins. I thought it was gonna be initially, oh well, there's a gate over here. It's just like there's a gate over this way. But then we found the tree underground. Went to the scattered tree base, fought a boss, didn't find any other ways to proceed. So maybe there's another way out of the Shadow Keep that we're gonna have to find to be able to get over there. This is really spoiling my plans. Like, really just throwing a whole wrench in it. Because we've got this giant thing, but it's not like that's any sort of secret passageway through. So I guess our option is to now go westward and see what we can do from there. Okay. Well, that opens up some questions about what else is going on in the Shadow Keep. I know that we already have one pathway that we need to explore, but that pathway is, as the arrows show, going west-southwest. So, in order to go east-northeast, well, we're gonna have to figure something out about that. Because we could see this in the distance, or at least not in the distance, we could see this on the map. I was not expecting a building of this stature, though. Like, I thought it was something just very wide, and maybe something that then goes underground, not a giant gate. It's very interesting, too, that the arrows are going so far away from the scatter tree. Like, the scatter tree feels like the end goal, and obviously quite nice to find this many fragments. We just have a chalice out here. A lot of blessed bone shards. Is there anything in said chalice? No. Imagine if there was just like some secret gesture that you do in the chalice and it teleported you to another boss fight. I'm gonna be the idiot that says something like that, doesn't know what the gesture is, and there actually is a thing to do. But we're just gonna leave it at there's nothing unless I find out otherwise. Okay, but we do have something that we may have run past, so let's double back to that and see what we've got. And I guess otherwise, our options are to go and follow the arrow or to go back to the Shadow Enshrouded Tower, which I think is what we would like to do next, or at least that's what I was planning on. Oh. Well, hello. Oi there, hunter! I was not prepared for horseback combat. Get Gaius's Greaves, though. Surprisingly enough, not from Gaius. The Sharpshot Talisman. A talisman depicting an archer wielding a longbow boosts attack power of precision-aimed shots. The Albinaric archers were in a class of their own, and their deadly long-range specialists struck fear into the hearts of men. Alright, so you get a little bit of archery assist for those that are interested. Planted pretty deep into the game, but I guess the big thing is, you know, all of these are accessible then as you go into successive playthroughs. So, yeah, maybe if you find it late in your bow-only playthrough, helpful. But if you want to do some more archery in a second playthrough, then you've got that at your disposal. Now, it doesn't look like there's anything else. And I just had a thought. We want to go back to the tower, but as we were riding up over here, I think it was as we were leaving the bridge leading to the village, there was a note about something breaking. We have a boss fight down here in the Fissure that we haven't been able to access. We found very early. I'm gonna go check that out. Maybe we need to fight maybe Mikola is the key to unlocking this, but we've had a lot of remembrances, so let's just go and check it out. Worst thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna be in the same spot as we were. Best case scenario, we've got another fight to do. Why do I feel like this wasn't the cave that I have taken before? Because it's not. Why am I seeing this now all of a sudden? Okay, the rain has enlightened me to a different path. The Stone Coffin Fissure. Okay. Well, we will explore this. I want to stick on the route I had in mind for a moment. Because we had this fissure grace. Oh, I am an idiot. This must be a grace that was at the bottom, and this was the place that was sealed. Okay, suddenly it all makes sense. So something that we've done, I don't know if it was just where we accessed, brought us through the, okay. Everything's coming full circle. In my head, the grace was up higher, and then we went down. We are no longer discovering something new. We have found exactly what I was looking for. That makes a whole lot of sense as to why I just, like, teleport there and suddenly this, you know, quote unquote, appears before me. Now, as far as fissures are concerned, isn't the fissure what opened up after Radon? So I don't know if I didn't see anything. I think that point as we were going up to the cathedral is what would have caused this to open. Because that's the only thing that made it sound like something is opening. Why can't I lock on to the guy that is literally right here? The running attack is a really nice way for these fights to start. Because with each one of those running attacks, it gives me just enough damage to one cycle these guys before they can even attack me back. Alright, so they're protecting a deep purple lily. You know, I guess they just have an infatuation with the flower? Ooh, That is even more because we did a running attack into their backside. I don't know if that's more so about location or if it's because they maybe weren't quite prepared for me. Alright, I see another cross. Another cross also means another grace. Double kill! That's pretty cool and very unintentional. Alright, let's see what this little spirit has to say. Kindly, Mikola. I see you thrown away. Something you should not have, under any circumstances. How will you salvation offer to those who cannot be saved? When you could not even save your other self. Other self? Okay. Let's see if this cross is one that we've encountered before. A message from Lita. Okay, so Lita has presumably gone ahead from here already. I abandon here my love. Okay, again, I believe that's another new cross message. So we'll upgrade our Erdtree blessing here since we have like 6 of them now. 11 and 12, nice. Double upgrade. And let's take a look at this letter. Alright, message left by a Needle Knight Lita, addressed to the kindred spirits who also pursue Mikola's trail. Dane passed on a message. The sealing tree is in the ancient ruins of Rao. It lies beyond the high bridge leading from the first floor of the storehouse. I will join you there once I have finished the task at hand. The first floor of the storehouse. So this might be our way out of the Shadow Keep and over to the ruins. Because that is information on the specimen storehouse. We just have to find... So this is storehouse first floor. There must be some bridge. Maybe this is the bridge. Maybe... I think we went down lower. But there must be a pathway from the first floor that takes us out here. And that'll lead us to the ruins. Because that says Rao and this was Ria, right? Yeah, okay. So that's going to be our pathway up to the northeast. But for now, we'll press on down here since that's where we're at. But that gives us some good information as to how we're going to be progressing. Little plunge attack. Huh! Ooh, he got caught in the crossfire. Tried to help his friend out and got absolutely wrecked for it. Okay, so these guys are normally seen at the Everjails, which we have not seen in Everjail in a while, but that doesn't mean that there couldn't potentially be one somewhere in the DLC. We've had a lot of regular jails, though. I feel like we've had at least 3 of them to this point. Also interesting that these structures that we normally had a lot of the Ghost Glovewort, doesn't seem like every single one is providing Ghost Glovewort down in these parts. They drop smithing stones. What happens with these guys? Ow. Getting sniped. Not prepared for like a watchdog, one of them. No thank you. I was just trying to find out like what happens. Okay, self-destructing ones as well. More watchdogs. Getting stuck on the explosive one. Yep. Ow. At least they can't seem to hit you point blank. I don't think I missed anything behind. Is there a pathway over here? Hello. So I want to take this guy down just so it's easier. I think I see one trying to snipe from a distance as well. Ow. Fortunately, not very damaging. That guy can't seem to see me. There is another one of those to explore over there. Let's go take a look at that, because this is giving us a path up, so I don't know if this is giving us a path behind to something else instead. But the extra Erdtree blessings definitely helping out. Okay. Congealed putrescence, and we get some grave loveworts. So there is some around. Just definitely not in as high of frequency as some of the other places. Okay, so now we can actually head up from here. That was chaotic. So much stuff exploding around us. Now this fissure must be taking us to a boss at some point. The question is, where exactly is this leading us to? And we also are getting information that, you know, Miquella may be up in that tower, but at the same time, the trail for Miquella seems to be leading down this way and then up to the other set of ruins, so piecing together a lot of information. I'm really happy to have gotten that info from Lita, because otherwise Shadowkeep exploration may have been a lot tougher for us. Alright, and these are skelly boys, so we're gonna have to hit them on the ground. Make sure that they die and then stay dead. Oh, that was just a lovely number of whiffs. There's also like just enough delay to be annoying. What in the heck? This thing is massive. I'm assuming there's a path to run past, but with it being this large, it feels like it's worth killing. Well, on the bright side, they do bleed. Ooh, and they stagger. I don't see exactly where you would riposte in those, so they must just stop. Was it worth it? 7 smithing stone, 8, so I guess in some respects it is worth it. A reincarnated Leonine misbegotten? Definitely less tanky. And we get a multi-layered ring of light from him, so definitely a worthwhile mini-boss to kill. Incantation of Those Who Serve Miquella. Produces a multi-layered ring of golden light and fires it forwards, inflicting continuous damage on those struck by it. Charging extends duration and increases potency. This light ring incantation was cultivated by a tradition separate from Golden Order fundamentalism. So it sounds like maybe one that you cast and then it holds in place. Just because it says about the consecutive hits. So I can't imagine that it just continues to travel in a line. It has to come to a stop, but if you place it in the right spot, you know, if you have an idle boss or enemy, that can stay and do some continuous ticks of damage. Okay, I spy another grace. We're making some pretty solid progress through here. Lots of graces about. Why are there just a bunch of animals at rest? That is certainly an interesting sight to behold. Is there something that's making those animals calm or bow down? Like, not entirely certain what is up there. Oh, please, grant me the courage to fly to your feet, my dearest. Saint Trina. Oh. So, do I jump on the head and that takes me somewhere? Do I have to kneel down before? I mean, you have all of the animals calm. They only have one thing, right? Yeah, to fly. Okay. Well, we're gonna go with the maybe dumber option here. The courage to fly, we're gonna just walk off. I haven't hit a kill box, and this is extremely long, so I'm gonna assume this is correct. Midir? Are you home? Crescent Knight. Okay. So, Skelly Boy with frostbite and an undead horse. Ow. Man, I am dodging the wrong time so many times. See, I want to stay up close on him, like first instinct, but that is not working for me thus far. Not in the slightest. The horse comes running out during this phase. I'm gonna die from the horse. No, okay, he remounted. Ow. Whiff. Oh, he has like a back step to it. Oh, okay, boomerang. Out of nowhere. I mean, this guy's definitely not gonna bleed. Okay, hello, second phase. Yeah, frostbite, flame, across the ground, and okay. And then boomerang. Okay. I am so very dead. There's the frostbite. Yup. Okay, at least on the one attack we can dodge sideways. Dodge the horse. Dodge the horse. Ow. Couldn't dodge the torpedo. No. Okay. Dodge back into it. Alright, so have zero clue on that. So I don't know. Standing in close seemed like a good idea. I think he goes flame, boomerang every time. That seems to be a thing. Man, they really make you go through a ginormous fall every single time that you failed this boss fight. And so then he runs out from there. Let's see what we can do this time around. Okay, not much. You know, my problem is that I want my runes, and that's getting me into trouble. The thing is, he honestly takes a good amount of damage. Especially on what seems to be the horse's head. Okay, so that's a good thing to note, that it seems like that's a slightly weaker spot. Okay, see, when I dodge the horse, it seems to throw off that second bit. Okay, there's a little, like, shout attack there. Okay, that follows up. So if he's running with it overhead, you can't really... just charge in. That's the opening to heals after that combo. Okay, so it's 1-2, and then he spins. Okay, I don't quite get how to get out of that combo cleanly, because the horse... you have to dodge, and then he 1-2s you. I'm dead. Yeah, it's a horrible combo lock if you can't avoid it in the first place. Maybe dodging in is the way to go. I don't think that 2 punishes is safe out of that. Jerk. Can you imagine if you could hit his head? How much damage that would be compared to just the horses? I knew he was gonna freaking boomerang me. Oh, that's kind of rude. That's not gonna count as a hit. like that little like sludge butt of the horse struggles to connect. Spin through, dodge in front. Okay, dodge in front. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's the dodging. I'm going for 2 hits there, but I really don't feel like that's the safe play. Double slam. Yeah, but stop throwing your dang sword. Maybe you can dodge into all of those. That last one, though, the timing seems a little rough. Or maybe you've got to jump. Not getting me on the 2 slam this time, buddy boy. Flame goes in. No! It was a good attempt. Full aggro mode. Get the second phase. Okay, so we did dodge the second one there. Okay, so that hurt getting attacked. That's okay, so that has a different one that goes in versus out. Rude. So this one goes out from the middle, the other one goes in. Just slow on that, but we dodged the first few, so that's nice. Tried to punish, did not work. This is punish. A little aggressive, but I like the idea of it. Okay, don't be too stupid here. He had more than 1 hit left. Alright, big combo. Oh, I missed it. Got frostbit. One hit left. Get him. Bam. Oh, man. Alright, that fight was a little bit annoying. But we're knocking out remembrances now. Remembrance of the putrescence. That's a tough word. Oh man, alright, so I am 99% sure that we let these runes disappear. Yeah, they're gone. So that takes us to the end of the fissure, and we've got some information for pressing forward from here. So let's level up, and let's head back to the first floor of Shadow Keep and see if we can't find the bridge that it's referring to. We got another point to Dex, and now that I'm sitting here at the Grace, there's actually a walkway even further down because I completely forgot that we jumped down here. Ooh, okay, this must be related to St. Trina's Lily, yeah? St. Trina's Disciples Cookbook number 3. And we've got somebody to talk to. Let's just collect these real quick. Well, hello. Imbibe nectar or leave. I'm imbibing nectar. I don't know if I'm like committing myself to something. Are we now in like St. Trina's clan or something? Oh, I'm dead. What? Did that do something for me? Person is still here. Do I need to have something equipped so that this doesn't happen? Well, I'm not entirely certain what just happened there. I don't know that we have like a special buff that we've gotten from it. Maybe there's some sort of item that prevents us from, because I think it's about the putrescence of interacting with the nectar of St. Trina, so, or I guess St. Trina's Lily. So as it stands, I don't know that we have anything, because that's not Mikola's charm. Keep our eyes peeled. If we find something that seems like it'll keep us safe from sure death here, we will certainly revisit. But for the time being, now let's actually go back to Shadow Keep. So I've come to the conclusion that I am not going to be able to access this bridge directly from the storehouse. I have a sneaking suspicion here that it's actually going to be connected from up in this section, and this might actually just run underneath a higher, wider section of the keep. So I'm thinking we're gonna need to go main entrance, explore this, and something will take us up top and out and over. So I've taken ourselves back over to the High Road Cross. We'll wind up here to a church and probably across the way to these lakes, and then wind our way up to the Shadow Keep. I think that's currently the thing that makes the most sense to me. I'm gonna try and stick to the course as much as I can, but knowing my luck, I will in about 2 minutes time find a cave, and you know, the whole trajectory of this thing will change. But for the time being, that's what we're gonna try and do. Alright, keep an eye peeled here. This is high ground compared to that teleporter that we encountered last time. And then just avoid that knight. I don't really feel like dealing with them. Though I am running very much so out of ground. What do we have over here? A point to actually jump across? No, that's too big of a gap. Some more of those shadow sunflowers, though. Alright, so that gives you at least a little bit of sight. I don't think you can clear that gap. This guy wants to joust. He's winning. I'm winning. Get wrecked. Okay, so this must be... Yes, this is where we went down for Fog Fort Rift. And from here is surely death, but it gives you a sneak preview to a land that we would in fact like to get to at some point. So I'm still holding out hope for some sort of teleporter, because as it stands, I am definitely not reaching that place from over here. Okay, so where we took a turn was definitely not the way to go. Pass through here, and I'm gonna finish you off this time. See ya never. Now we can actually wind our way up to the church. That guy is probably the world's worst lookout. Road right under his purview. It's actually a pretty big looking church. So what all is gonna be here? Church of the Crusade. We've got an item waiting for us, and we've got this.
Thou shalt not
hello.
the flame of Mesmer.
Well, I ironically have already defeated your Lord Mesmer. So sorry, Fire Knight. I'm also gonna just ruin your day.
This be? Forsake me not.
Another Shadow Tree fragment, Ash of War, Flame Skewer, and the Prayer Room key. Okay, so we have a prayer room to go and find, but more importantly, I never actually got to see the moveset. Oh, you don't interact with that thing, got it. Rune Arc. So is the prayer room going to be a locked off portion somewhere inside of this building? Or is there mayhaps a prayer room in the Shadow Keep or somewhere nearby? Maybe the key itself says. Iron key with an engraved crest opens the door to the prayer room in the house of worship found in the church district of the Shadow Keep. Okay, so there is the church district of the Shadow Keep is the east side, and I don't remember there being anything that we couldn't get to, but now that I'm thinking about it, on the way to the Shadow Tree base, I'm wondering if there was a door like upstairs in there that we couldn't access, and now we have the prayer room key. So we'll have to keep that in mind and go back, check that out. So that is not going to be at this church, but that also makes sense, right? We're on the path now, like the proper path to the Shadow Keep. So it would make sense that there would be something Shadow Keep related out here. I just want to do some due diligence and check around the corners here. Unfortunately, we don't have a grace. I think if we hit a grace, maybe we take a warp to the Shadow Keep and check that out while it's top of mind. So we can see a bridge leading across. I believe that's the bridge that we have a grace set at, and that's where the arrows from Mesmer's fight are pointing to. We have these lakes across the way, which... Boy, you did not just do that to my horse. No. No, sirree. Do not appreciate that. Ah, so this is an encampment. So all of these buildings... You actually have a giant freaking one of these guys roaming your camp? Oh boy. Oh boy, see, I just want to... Ah, well, you know, that's going to make it easy to find out if there's anything in the buildings. He's also going to destroy those guys. Yeah, I guess that makes it easy to find. Doesn't look like it. maybe some of those tents do, but yeah, we'll leave him alone for now. I still need to figure out how to beat one of those guys. Something seems to be missing in my brain hole that I'm like not doing any damage to them, except for when I hit them up high. But there has to be a way to kill a melee. Like, are they really gonna give an enemy that can only be defeated? Oh, that is a big old bear, and it's a boss. Ralva, the Great Red Bear. Well, you know what? Bear means I can bleed it. Hello, you've got big slams. Okay, that's the attack that I'm not ever gonna be ready for. Oh, hello, I tried to roll it, but I think I ended up holding the roll button down. Oh, you are going to wreck me if I don't get these heals off. Hey, do not discount Ralva. Okay, so that slam, that's where it is. That's how that works. Jeez. Alright, I was not expecting the bear to put up this much of a fight. But then again, some of the regular bears can be annoying. Oh, okay, there's like an extra little pause in there. I'm really not bleeding this thing. Gee, can you calm your roar down? Please and thanks. There's a stagger. It's not a bleed, but it'll get the job done. Okay. Ralva put up a way bigger fight than I was anticipating. Pelt of Ralva. Okay, so you get a head piece to put on. So that was in the upper area of water. Did we go and check this lower area of water before? Oop. That bear wanted a piece of me. Not gonna let that happen. But I am a little bit concerned considering we have a singular flask left. Kinda running on empty. Oh, you know what? I think I ran in... Is this the place I ran in circles around? No, it's not. I ran in circles around a different one of these. Another scatter tree fragment. Shadow Realm Rune. Shadow Sunflower. Okay, so this is a bunch of enemies around here. So these guys are typically weak, but he's out here blocking me. Oh, you get some of the perfumer articles of clothing as well as heal from afar. Let's take a look and see what's up here. Ahaha! Okay, so this is a passageway down beneath, but let's take a look at heal from afar first. An Erdtree incantation discovered in the realm of Shadow. Fires a projectile towards distant allies that greatly restores HP on contact. Even when far beyond, far out of sight, the Erdtree will surely give us its blessing. Okay, so you get a nice little AoE heal, or I guess it's not really AoE because it's a directed heal, but nonetheless, very nice to have. Okay, I am just in search of a place of rest. I suppose I did get some healing from that. I think we got like 2 flasks. But this is going to help us in our pursuit for the lower levels. I think this might just be the pathway that's going to tie all of these things together. There's going to be a lot of these enemies. Apparently, I am incapable of picking up these Gravebird anklets on the run. I just see enemies up top. Really just pressing for the path forward. I don't want to fight all of these Gravebirds. That doesn't seem like a good time to me. Smoothing Stone 3. Where's my grace? Huh? Where's my grace? There's gotta be something. Ral base? Hold on. So I'm a bit confused because I'm pretty sure Lita said the way to Rao is via the Shadow Keep. So maybe there's like 2 parts to this. Get a Erdtree blessing, and we get a point into dexterity. Wait. Now I'm okay. Ancient Ruins base. So is this Ancient Ruins not even the Ancient Ruins of Rao? There are 3 Ancient Ruins all of a sudden. So it might be that West Rampart, is that considered the first floor? And the bridge? Because that is technically a bridge, but I'm still looking for a way to go to this guy. And this, I thought, was going to take us down to be able to go out and around, but instead it took us on a hard left. Oh man, okay. We're getting so many twists and turns thrown at us. We're still going to press forward to the Shadow Keep because I do want to check out this front area, seeing as we came in through the Church District. But let's go and check out and see if we can find where that key goes over in the Church District. Okay, so my guess is inside of the church, instead of going down, which is how we got to the Erdtree base, my thought was up here. But that is very much so not the case. So I think I've remembered where we need to go. Because I believe that the entrance way to this we found when the waters were actually still up. So I believe we just have to traverse the top. And come in from over here. Got this knight, but I'm gonna just run by. I think we should be okay. Send to the top. I wish there was a closer point that we could go to. But I believe it was up here. This drops down. And I think this must be the door. If it's not, then I need another key. There we go.
Queen Marika, mother to us all, favor me with thy grace. I have met many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all. And I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light. Queen Marika, take not...
Ooh, okay. So we have different irises that we can give to this guy. Let's take a look at the difference between the two and make a decision here. So Iris of Grace, a place on the eye of another to grant them the light of grace as a fleeting blessing. Can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune. And then for the occultation one, Place on the eye of another to deny them light in all its forms can also be used to receive the blessing of equip great rune, but at the cost of all runes currently held.
Queen Marika, take not from me.
All right, let's be nice to this guy. I see no reason why to be rude.
Queen Marika, dearest mother, I shall silence all who would trespass upon thy peace, as decreed by the grace of gold. No soul shall thy sanctity imperil.
Alright, so the Fire Knight Queeline that invaded us in the church that gave us the key to this is now a spirit that we can use. I wonder if we gave the occultation one what the option, or not option, but like what would happen. I guess that's something for somebody to tell me or for us to find out in a future playthrough, but yeah, I like to be the good guy most of the time. I think that's gonna put a bow on this particular episode. So next time out, we will in fact make our way into the front part of the Shadow Keep. We will see if there's anything that takes us to the northeast, but I am now starting to believe that that is a third set of ruins and has absolutely nothing to do with the ruins of Rao, because the ruins of Rao kind of seem to be over here. So we can check out like the down below path, but it seems like to get to the actual ruins where the quest lines and everything are going to be from this west rampart. So we're starting to gather some information for Westward Ho, but it'll have to wait for next time. So thank you all for watching. I will see you then.